Everyone in the village was worried. Their crops had been destroyed, and disappointment spread across their faces. But amidst all this sorrow, one man stood unaffected: Mohan, a farmer. He remained cheerful, without a trace of worry. Curious, the villagers approached him. "Mohan, all your crops are ruined, just like ours. Yet, you don't seem upset. How can you be so happy?" Mohan smiled and replied, "What's the use of being sad? Learn to be happy, my friends. Worrying won't change anything." The villagers were puzzled. "But how can we be happy in such a situation? Our crops are gone. We've suffered great losses. What will we eat? How will we survive?" Mohan listened patiently. "Mohan, do you never worry about anything? How do you always stay happy?" He chuckled. "Brothers, worrying is never ending. There's always something: our children's education, their future, our responsibilities. Life is full of worries, but happiness is an art, a mindset." The villagers were intrigued. "Can you teach us this art? How can we also learn to be happy?" Mohan nodded. "Let me tell you a story. Listen carefully. A lesson from the past. When I was a child, my father and I had to travel to the city to sell our crops. We were struggling financially, and selling the harvest was our last hope. As we journeyed through the forest, night fell, and a storm began. It was dark, and we could barely see the road. Suddenly, our bullock cart's wheel got stuck in the mud. No matter how hard my father tried, he couldn't get it out. We were exhausted, hungry, and afraid. The forest was silent, except for eerie sounds that sent shivers down my spine. I told my father, 'I'm scared, Papa.' He reassured me, 'Don't be afraid, my son. I'm with you.' But his words didn't calm me. The sounds of the jungle were terrifying. My father tried everything, but the cart wouldn't move. Finally, he sighed and said, 'We will stay here for the night. When morning comes, we'll find a way.' I was still worried. We had no food left. Just then, in the distance, we saw a dim light coming from a small hut. My father told me to wait while he went to seek help. I sat alone in the dark, trembling with fear. After some time, I saw him returning with a Mahatma, a wise sage. The Mahatma had a peaceful presence, and together, the three of us pushed the cart out of the mud. Before we left, the Mahatma gave my father a piece of paper. I asked, 'Papa, what's in that paper?' He replied, 'It's nothing important for you.' Years passed, and I forgot about it. Then, one day, after my father's passing, I remembered the paper. I opened it and read the words written on it. 'This too shall pass.' I didn't understand its meaning, so I went to the Mahatma for an explanation. The Mahatma smiled and said, 'Whatever difficulties you face, remember this time will pass. Nothing is permanent. Your problems, your struggles, your pain, they will all fade away. Just as bad times don't last forever, neither do good times. Life is always changing, so why worry?' That day, I realized the power of those words. From then on, I stopped worrying about things beyond my control. I focused on working hard, doing my best, and embracing life as it comes. The power of letting go. Mohan turned to the villagers and asked, 'Tell me, can you bring back your crops?' They shook their heads. 'No.' 'Can you turn day into night?' Again, 'No.' 'Can you control the wind? Make it rain?' 'No. We are not God.' Mohan smiled. 'Then why worry about things beyond your control? Will worrying change anything?' The villagers fell silent, realizing the truth in his words. 'Happiness,' Mohan continued, "is a habit. If you make worry a habit, you will always find something to stress about. But if you make happiness a habit, you will find joy even in difficult times. Nothing in life is permanent, neither sorrow nor joy. So, learn to embrace every moment with a smile. Work hard, be patient, and trust that this time, too, shall pass." The villagers nodded, understanding his wisdom. From that day on, they learned to face life's challenges with courage and hope, remembering the powerful lesson, "This too shall pass." If you like this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Stay Inspired for more such uplifting stories. See you in the next one.